Hey friends, it's your girl Jen here. This is my intro and whatnot. According to David, he's helping me in the kitchen today. We're doing some product reviews and I had some extra pie crust and I was like, don't waste this crust, let's do a pie. So I've got some blueberries here that we picked from earlier in the summer. I think we picked about 16 gallons of these. And then just when we go on our walks in the neighborhood, I've picked some blackberries. Those are free. So I'm gonna do a berry, it's supposed to be a blueberry pie, but it's gonna have a little bit of blackberries in it. And it's just gonna be a throw together, Jen style. And I'll dedicate this one to my niece Ellie in Georgia. She seems to like her Aunt Gigi's show. And this one's for you, Elle, so pay attention. You're gonna make this one next. All right, so we're gonna start with our berries. I've got about 4 cups of blueberries, 1 cup of blackberries, and I am gonna put in about 2 tablespoons of milk. Again, this is me throwing it together, so I'm not measuring, I'm just measuring with my heart today. A little bit of vanilla elixir that I bring back from Mexico when we go to visit and hang out for vacation. I'm measuring with my heart. I love some vanilla elixir, it's so good. A little bit of lemon juice. And I'm gonna put some brown sugar in here. I would say this is probably about a 1/4 cup, so here's a 1/2 cup. These berries can be a little bit tart, so I'm gonna go a little heavy on this brown sugar today. There's probably about 3/4 to a cup of brown sugar there. A little bit of cornstarch. That I'm adding cornstarch because that helps the juices as they come out of the berries to thicken up. I'm adding about 3 to 4 tablespoons here. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of that. I did measure that, didn't I? And a bunch of cinnamon. Cinnamon helps to bring out that berry flavor as well. So a little toss. Well, my berries are still a little bit frozen, so they look weird in this bowl. All right, so I got my berries nice and coated. And now I'm gonna put them in this 9-inch. This is just a regular pie crust. This is not the deep dish. And let's put that berry mixture right in there on top of that crust. Now I cheated, I did not make my own pie crust because we were just doing some videos today for some product reviews and I needed a quick crust and I happen to have it in the freezer, so that's what we're using today. You know, I think I need some more berries on top. I think I like a full berry pie. So I'm gonna add about another cup of blueberries there. All right, so I went to the freezer and grabbed out another little pint that I have of frozen blueberries out there. And I grabbed it and it's probably about 1 cup to 2 cups of extra berries. I like a lot of berries in my pie, so that's what I'm gonna do that for. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of brown sugar to the top because that is gonna caramelize a little bit and make it a little bit crusty. This is gonna be a double pie crust, so I'm gonna put one on top. And the reason why I went and added extra berries is because the berries cook down in a pie. Anytime you make a berry pie or cobbler, the fruit tends to cook down and get really little. So I just want extra berries in this and that's what we're doing. And you see this was one of those pie crusts that was already made by Pillsbury. It's got the little cuts in it, so if you want to like make little mini pies in a muffin tin, you can do that. Or you can just use it for your regular pies. I'm just gonna pull this out just a little bit. And I'm not gonna get too fancy. You'll not see any lattice pie crust from me, not for a long while, because I need to practice at that. I'm gonna just cut some little designs in the top here. And these just allow the pie to breathe and to bubble up so that it doesn't pop your crust on the top. You can do any kind of little design that you want. I'm just gonna put a little extra here and there. And on that pie crust on the bottom that I put in this pan, I poked holes in it so that it doesn't bubble up and break the crust on the bottom. This up, gently place over the top of my pie. Tucking it under that little edge of the other pie crust that's underneath. It's not pretty. You can make it fancy, but this is just my quick and easy because we had this pie crust left over and I just kind of crimped the edges a little bit. It's not fancy. I have made an egg wash here. This is 1 large egg. I had a large egg and a tablespoon of water, and I just made this little egg wash that I'm gonna brush on the top of my pastry here. And this helps it to get golden brown, really yummy, without overcooking it on the top. Again, this is not pretty. I did not do this for any aesthetics. I'm just throwing together a pie on a Sunday afternoon. That could be a song. Throwing a pie together on a Sunday afternoon for my niece Eliana in Georgia. No, I never said I could sing, which is why I bake. But anyway, yeah, it's a little off center, but we don't care because it's gonna taste fabulous. All right, so we got this pie in. I'm using the convection module on this oven because it seems to work best. Put it in the center, bring this a little bit more forward, and I'm baking it for probably about 30 minutes to start, and let's come back to it then. Well, convection is 400, but for this convection oven, you're supposed to go 25 degrees less than the baking temperature. So I've got it set at 375 for convection. All right, so it looks like our pie is done, still bubbling. We're gonna bring it over here so that it can cool, and all that juice is gonna solidify and get more of a jelly texture. All right, so as you see here, this red ring, this is my silicone pie crust protector. I put it on because the edges started cooking a lot faster than the top of the pie. Again, this was just a store-bought pie crust. This is not meant to be pretty. I just put this on here just to keep the crust from getting too brown. As you can see, this cooked a little bit faster than the rest of the pie crust did. So that helped protect it, keep it from getting burnt. All right, y'all, so we're back now. We've got the finished product. This is our throw together berry pie. Mostly blueberries, a little bit of blackberries in there. Again, it's not pretty. I didn't take the time to make this pretty little pie crust because we had the pie crust left over from doing some filming earlier today. But this is hot, fresh out of the oven. It has not had time to set or congeal yet, but some people in my household are anxious to try it, so we're gonna go ahead and cut it. And berries. Hot. We've got this piece of pie here. It's looking more like a cobbler, but it's just because it's super, super hot. It has not had time to set up and congeal yet. We're gonna give it a try with some vanilla ice cream, so just stand by. All right, so here's the finished product. Let's give it a little taste. Should make you try this, David, because you seem to have the stomach for all of the treats tonight. I'm full from all the treats we've eaten. That is really good. Really good. All right, so like and follow for more recipes, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.